quick question. Who would be y'all's nightmare blunt rotation?
What do you mean nightmare blunt rotation?
Somebody you would
see.
definitely not want to be in a circle with.
I feel like I've
Myself.
heard
I'm
this
sorry,
conversation
but I would not
before.
want to be in a blunt rotation with myself. That would
I
be.
fucking wholeheartedly agree.
Jojo be sitting there like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. What did you say, Kai?
I don't. I don't remember what I said. All right, we'll go with top 5. Seth Rogen.
Nightmare?
Yeah, nightmare.
I couldn't do the
wouldn't wanna
laugh.
fuck with that motherfucker either.
I couldn't do
Fuck
the
him.
laugh.
Yeah, it's the laugh. So Seth Rogen, Michael Cera. He would make me too nervous because he's too nervous. Fuck, who else? Michelle Obama. For no particular reason.
She ruined chicken nuggets so she don't get to smoke that good.
What about Joe Biden's son? I'm kidding. I'm sorry.
He just ended up pulling out crack.
Yeah, he's in the. Yeah, I'll shut up.
I don't really
I
know.
should have even said it. I'm sorry.
I don't even know.
It's not a circle I want to be in. I think that's what I meant to say.
Trying to think. Mark Zuckerberg.
God.
Justin Roiland.
Justin Roiland. I feel like I should know.
Yeah, it sounds familiar. I don't know who that is, but it sounds familiar.
Justin Roiland, he was the creator of Rick and Morty.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, they kicked him off because he had like fucking allegations or some shit like that.
He be touching baby dolls and shit.
He a freak.
Yeah, because Dad was watching it. Dad was watching Rick and Morty while we were at Airbnb for Lily's graduation, and I was like, that must be the new season. The voices sound off.
Kanye West.
Yeah, we'll throw him in there.
Elon Musk. Oprah.
Who are we listing?
Nightmare blunt rotation.
Oh, Blake Lively, is that one?
Oh. Yerp.
Oh.
Who is that?
Ryan Reynolds' wife, who is in the middle of a fucking lawsuit.
Someone said the
For
Bill Nye
what?
would be their. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
I'm interested in this Blake Lively lore.
So, oh, this is some tea, Tyler. Okay,
Oh boy.
so Colleen Hoover is a book.
I don't even know who that is.
Is a book author. She's a book author, and recently they came out with a movie on one of her books. Well,
Okay.
this book is about domestic violence, and Blake Lively is playing the main character in this movie, right?
Okay.
So this motherfucker is treating this movie while they're doing these promotions like it's just a silly little rom-com. And she has mean girl energy the entire fucking time. And all throughout the what is it called? The promotion of the movie, people are realizing that Justin Baldoni, which is another actor in the movie and a producer of the movie, he is not followed by anybody on the movie. Like, he's not doing any of the promotions with anybody else. He's not followed by anybody who's connected to the movie. So the movie comes out, everybody's like, this shit sucks, Blake Lively's a bitch, right?
Wait, all the while, Justin Baldoni is doing his own press about it
Exactly.
and is actually putting out links for people who are in need of a crisis line or like organizations for people to donate to for domestic violence.
Exactly.
But continue.
And then Blake Lively comes out like a week or two ago saying, hey, Justin Baldoni on set was sexually harassing me, was talking about his porn addiction in front of me, was coming into my trailer while I was breastfeeding my children, while I didn't have a shirt on, was making comments about my weight, and all this other shit, right? Justin Baldoni was silent as a motherfucker. And then he comes out with fucking receipts.
Receipts.
Fucking receipts on her allowing him to come into her trailer while her shirt was off, while she was breastfeeding her kid, and all this other shit. And he was like, one of the statements in her lawsuit or her claim was his team was slandering her on purpose. Well, he came back with a receipt asking, hey, are we doing this? Are we slandering her? And his team basically just said, nope, everybody's realizing that Blake Lively is an actual fucking bitch.
Mm.
Damn.
Also, they both were credited as both were like director, or he was the director of the movie and she was brought on as the producer, and she basically used my husband is Deadpool and we have my Gossip Girl money and his Deadpool money, so we're taking over. And she took over as director, and there is a completely different cut of the movie of Justin's that everyone is saying that he needs to release it because they
Damn.
feel like his is way better than what the dumpster fire was put. I still have not watched the movie.
I have, because
I
it
don't
was
want
on Netflix and I didn't
I don't
have
want
to
to give
pay
it
shit
money.
for it.
I don't want to give I'll watch other people review it. But yeah, domestic violence movie, and she's like, grab your flowers and grab your girlfriends and come watch this amazing movie.
Yeah, to
Like
also
nothing.
to add something else to it, so there was multiple other interviewers asking this question to multiple other actors and actresses in the movie, and it was basically, hey, how would you talk to somebody in this situation? And this motherfucker, her response was, oh, I could share my location, they could come to my house, and the way she was saying it was like it was a fucking joke.
Mm.
She's just a horrible person, and people are now realizing it.
She's a
Which
horrible fucking person.
Leighton Meester,
Leighton
who worked
Meeser
with
or
her,
Meesmer.
Leighton Meeser, worked with her on Gossip Girl and has been a known or an avid Blake Lively hater. And everybody's like apologizing and was like, we should have listened to her.
Yeah, exactly. Everybody has had issues with Blake Lively, but nobody has had issues with Justin Baldoni.
Mm.
Everybody was just too afraid to come out and say it because she's, in a sense, powerful. She holds the
Yeah.
power because she's got so much fucking money, and her husband are both like well-known, famous.
Like, this motherfucker has
Mhm.
connections to Taylor Swift. She's best friends with Taylor Swift.
Makes
Mm.
sense.
She has this whole fan base that she could have twisted this movie with and made it into something so great, and she didn't.
She could use her platform for good,
Yeah,
but you have to be a good person to do that. So
exactly.
Tisk tisk tisk.
Tisk,
tisk tisk
tisk.
tisk. Okay, let's run that intro. Hello, and welcome back to the Unpopular Podcast. Today we have a special for you guys, And we have brought our own husbands to the episode. I'm Taylor, and this is my husband.
Hi, I'm Jackson.
I'm Kaya, and this is my fiance.
What's up? I'm Tyler.
Hi, I'm Abby, and this is my husband.
Hey, I'm Jonathan, also known as JoJo.
And this is the Unpopular Podcast. Today's episode, we are going to be reading Am I the Asshole stories or just crazy stories in general.
I'm super excited for the stuff today, so let's jump in.
Now remember, you guys can add commentary, but just don't be crazy, Jackson.
Don't single me out like that.
I'm just fucking with
Jonathan's here too.
you.
Listen, I haven't had issues out of Jonathan. That's my commentary. Alright, so mine is from Am I the Asshole Reddit, and it's posted by user Defiant Mariposa. And the title is Am I the Asshole for Leaving My Husband and Stepdaughter Stranded on Christmas when I found out he gave her my big Christmas gift? My husband.
Yes, immediately yes.
You
I
haven't
need
even
to hear the
fucking heard
story.
it, you dickhole. You don't know what you don't know.
You dickhole.
You don't know what happened.
Anyways, proceed.
Okay. My husband, M41M, is the worst at gift giving. We have been together over 3 years, and after the first year of not receiving anything for my birthday, anniversary, Christmas, Valentine's, Mother's Day was the worst and was the last straw after being told I wasn't his mother. I decided to start matching energy. Father's Day came and I was gone all day when normally I would have put together a big lunch / dinner and drive 30-45 minutes to go get his daughter, A, now 16, so they could spend the day together. He called me in the afternoon and I was polite but not initiating conversation. He asked me when I was picking up his daughter and I replied I had plans and wasn't aware that I was supposed to pick her up since nothing was communicated to me. When he responded with, "It's Father's Day," I used his response back, "You are not my father." I had anticipated him getting upset and knew a constructive conversation would not be had, so when he started to raise his voice, I told him check the table and hung up. I had left a letter to him communicating how much I was hurt about going out of my way for him and not have any sort of reciprocation. He called me later and said he would try to be better and work on it. I ended up going to get his daughter during the week so they could enjoy a dinner together, which is better than I would have done because I would have been like, "Oh, fuck that kid."
Exactly.
Wait, is it his daughter or their daughter?
It's his daughter.
Oh,
Uh,
I
so
thought it was like both their daughters. My bad.
no, it's just his daughter. Background info: he drives big rig trucks, so the vehicle we use for everyday travel is mine. Which, like I said, I would have said, "Fuck that kid."
Honestly, red flag.
Yeah. Since then, he's been better about giving the gifts. It's more of a go pick something out, and I will pay for it, which I really don't mind. He does the same thing with his daughter. I do all the shopping for his family gifts when it comes to birthdays and holidays. Cut to a week before Christmas, and I wake up to my favorite coffee drink and my husband taking me out to eat for breakfast, followed by a trip to the mall to pick out my Christmas gift. I rarely splurge on myself when it comes to purses and clothes. I have a preteen son from my first marriage, so I tend to be more practical on myself and spend on him for his birthday and Christmas. My stepdaughter, however, is very materialistic and always is asking for money or something expensive, and between her father and his family and her mother and her family and her stepfather, she always gets it. I'd been repeatedly saying out loud that I needed a new purse since mine was hanging on by a thread, and had decided to invest in a good designer handbag. I started saving money and looking online for my new dream purse. So imagine my surprise and excitement when we get to the department store and I see they have my purse in stock. My husband sort of gave a look when we saw it, when we saw the price, and I told him I could contribute and explained how I had been saving so I could save enough to get this purse that I had been dreaming about for months. He shook his head and said I deserved it and he would get it for me, but also gave me the expectation that since he was getting me this, he really couldn't afford to get me anything else. I screamed with delight and told him that was okay and I didn't need anything else. With that taken care of, my husband asked me if it was okay to go get his daughter and take her Christmas shopping. I had tons to do at home in preparation for the holidays, so this worked out, so I could have the house empty to get what I needed done. I was reaching to get my new purse when he arrived home, and he said for me to leave it because he had another gift he had previously purchased for me that he was going to put inside the purse for me to open on Christmas. I was on cloud nine, so I kissed him and left my bag and went inside. I was still busy cleaning and decorating when he got home later that night, and the rest of the days before Christmas were a blur with me trying to get my house ready for the holidays. I hosted Christmas Eve at my house with my family, and Christmas Day I slept in tired from the night before and woke up with enough time to brush my teeth before we headed out to get his daughter. Uh, then drive and spend the day to his mother's house. I fell asleep on the drive and woke up after his daughter was picked up and we were already en route to his mom's. I turned around to greet his daughter, and that's when I saw her rummaging and holding my new purse. "Where did you get that purse?" I asked her, and the car fell completely silent. I looked at my husband, and he stayed silent with both hands on the wheel, looking straight ahead. I asked her again, this time in a louder, more stern tone. She looked down and quietly mumbled, "My dad gave it to me." "You
Bruh.
what?"
Uh-uh.
"You what?" I screamed. How would you think it was okay to give her my new purse? He told me to calm down, and I cut off and screamed no, and then turned back to his daughter and told her that her father had no right to give her my purse and that she needed to give it back, to which she refused. I could feel my anger raging, then subsiding to a feeling of sadness and complete defeat. I put my coat over my head and leaned against the window, trying to cover my face and mouth as tears started running down my cheeks. My husband pulled over at the gas station and his daughter bolted out, taking the purse with her. He tried to comfort me, to which I slapped his hand away and told him not to touch me and gave him a look of disgust. He informed me that after he dropped me off that day, he picked up his daughter, took her shopping, and on the way taking her home, she noticed the bag and saw the purse. She begged and pleaded with him to please let her have it. She reminded him about all the times he never got her a gift, and how giving her this purse would make up for it, and that played on his heart, and he finally caved and gave her my purse. He tried to say he was going to make up for it, and I asked him how, knowing it was impossible. He already spent his money and made it clear that he wasn't going to have any money to buy me anything else. I couldn't help but get upset as I tried to get him to understand how hurt I felt and how it's not like she was suffering with her getting to open presents from her mom and stepfather, plus gifts from their family, along with gifts she was getting to get from his family, and that he already spent money on her for her Christmas present, and that was my one gift. I know Christmas is not about getting presents, but I was extremely upset that my husband could be so thoughtless and not consider the amount of pain this was going to cause me. His phone rang, and it was his daughter calling him inside, asking him to come inside because she needed money to buy something. As he was walking into the store, I looked back, and tears began to fill my eyes as I saw all the gifts I picked out for his family with care. Something came over me and I stopped crying, and I got out and I got in the driver's seat and wiped my face and peeled out of the gas station parking lot, leaving my husband and stepdaughter behind. I turned my phone off and drove back to town and spent my day with my family at my cousin's house and stayed with them, not returning any of my husband's phone calls and not returning home until late following day. The phone call I did return was the one from my stepdaughter's mother. It set her straight after she left me a hateful message about leaving her daughter stranded because I was jealous her father bought her a new purse. I told her she had been told a lie and informed her of the truth. That in fact her father did not buy her a new purse. He bought me a new purse, and she played on her father's emotions after he had already bought her expensive items from her Christmas list to guilt him into giving her my purse. She apologized and tried to come up with a solution, to which I replied for her not to bother. The damage has been done. I found out through my sister-in-law that my husband's brother went to go get them, and the story came out after later that evening. His sister is on his side, while his brother and sister-in-law and other aunts and uncles sided with me and got onto his daughter. I have not spoken to his daughter since Christmas, and things are unsettling at home. I have become more distant from my husband, and when I make dinner, I don't serve him a plate. I serve only my son and myself, and I only engage in conversation with my son. He's tried to reach me at night when we are in bed, and I always end up crying. I'm not angry or mad, I just feel nothing. He's back on the road and I do miss him, but I can't shake the feeling of how he let me down, and I cannot hide my looks of disappointment looking to see what others have to say about the situation.
Wow.
Okay. I have a few comments because I have been in the stepdaughter role, but it was like vice versa. So like stepmom really wasn't that cool. But I will say, like, that's fucking ridiculous for that daughter to do that. But I don't think that the OP, I don't think it was right to just like peel out of there.
I was gonna say she could have stuck it out till they got home and then left.
I mean, it was like Christmas Day, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
She
I
could have
still-
just taken them to the family house and then fucking bolted with the gifts.
yeah, I still kind of sort of stick with, my original comment. I do think that she's the asshole for that. But, I mean, I agree with her decision and just like not, spending Christmas with them. But at the same time, she shouldn't have left them stranded in wherever at a gas station.
Like, I understand, like, this has been building up. Like, she's with a man that doesn't show her any, like, I don't, what's the word? Like,
Priority.
yeah, like she feels like she's not a priority, that she doesn't need gifts, but like him surprising her with coffee. Like, that's small, or just giving her attention, like especially if he's a big rig driver. They're always on the road, so they're never home, and you would think with them being home for the small times that they do get to go, you I don't know.
I don't know.
Like, I understand why she's angry. It's understandable. That man has no backbone. But I don't think she should have left them stranded.
Yeah,
She's not the asshole.
I'm kind of
For me.
split down the middle because it does seem like she does a lot of work for her husband around the holidays. Especially with Father's Day and all that stuff, and with Christmas too, because like she said earlier on, she was the only one getting presents for his family and her family from them both. So, I mean,
I think this
yeah.
is one of those situations where it's like everyone's the asshole here.
yeah,
Yeah.
everyone's the asshole.
Yeah,
It's not
everybody.
just
Because I mean, I don't know how old this daughter is.
she's
I'm not saying
16.
16.
yeah.
She's 16.
So I mean, she doesn't have a lot of life experience, and sure, she may have played on the heartstrings of her dad, but she, for all she knew, that purse was supposed to have been for her. I mean, she didn't know. She didn't know who it was for. I would assume
Well,
at the time.
The dad said that it was for his wife, and then the daughter basically guilt tripped him into giving it to her, and basically was like, "Well,
You've missed
your
out on a
shitty
few
dad."
presents. You haven't given me a lot of presents. This will make up for it. Let me have
Like,
it.
she knew it wasn't supposed to be for her.
And literally right after he had just taken her shopping for stuff that she wanted.
Exactly.
Also, he can take his daughter shopping, but he can't walk into a fucking store and get presents for his own family.
That too. And the thing is he sat there and told his wife, "Hey, if I get you this purse, I can't get you anything else," but then proceeded to take his daughter shopping.
Right. What do you think, Tyler, about this?
Damn, that's crazy.
Do you think she's an asshole?
I kind of feel like what Jonathan said. Everybody's the asshole in this
Yeah,
situation.
I mean, everybody's done
Yeah.
some bad things in this situation.
So, the man had bought the purse for the wife, but the daughter claimed it as hers anyway.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, then the fuck the daughter. Then she shouldn't have been one of them.
Yeah,
See,
that's
Well,
what I
yes.
was kind of
Okay,
thinking
okay.
too. I was like,
Well-
okay, yeah, it's just like he told her that it was a present for somebody else, but guilt tripped him into giving it to her.
see, the other
And
thing
it's
is
like-
too is if I'm not mistaken, I think she paid for part of it because she said she had some money set aside and that she was gonna pay for part of it.
Well, no, he said that he would take care of it
Oh, okay.
because she deserved it.
Oh,
But because he would be paying for it all, that's why he couldn't buy her anything else. Oh my god. Does anybody else have anything Christmas themed stories? Because if not, I'll go next
yeah,
because
I think
okay.
so.
I do
I
not.
Mine is entirely not Christmas related.
Mine's
Okay.
Christmas related.
Okay, you can go next, JoJo.
All right.
Because I have a Christmas and then y'all, Kaya and Jackson can
So,
be. I don't think Tyler's not reading a story, right?
No, I don't have one.
Okay, that's fine. So we'll just do that.
all right, ready?
Yeah.
All right. So my story is from the subreddit "Am I the Asshole?" and the title is "Am I the Asshole for Ignoring My Family After They Excluded Me from Christmas Again?" For context, I, 29F, have not been on great terms with my family for a long time. My mom has spent most of my life doing everything she can to tear me down, and as of now, I haven't spoken to her in almost 3 years. I have an okay relationship with my brother, 32M, and I love my dad even though he enables my mom and never stands up for me because he doesn't like to rock the boat. Until a few months ago, I lived pretty close to my parents, but I recently moved across the country and I don't have any friends or family anywhere near my new home. I love holidays and celebrations, but no one else in my family does. When I was younger, they used to make fun of me or get frustrated when I would try to be festive around Christmas, and eventually I stopped trying. For the past decade, my family hasn't done anything for any holiday, and I have become okay with that. However, my brother, who lives in a completely different state, got divorced a couple years ago and his ex took their house. So my parents bought a duplex in his town so that he could live part time. Hold on. Sorry, I skipped a line. So that he could live on one side with my 4-year-old niece and they could live part time on the other. They still have their house in my hometown that they live in most of the year, but the last 2 years my parents have gone up to stay in their side of the duplex for the whole month of December, and they've celebrated Christmas with my brother and niece. Last year they didn't even tell me that they were going. I found out from my dad's Facebook. It hurt that they decided to celebrate Christmas all together and didn't even tell me, but I shook it off. This year, though, they did it again. My dad called me on Christmas Eve and told me how much fun they were having as a family, then asked me what I was doing for Christmas. I told him I was doing nothing.
What?
I don't.
Why would
Wow.
you just
The audacity.
Yeah, I know that's fucked up.
I'm sorry. Keep going. Like, what?
I don't know anyone in my new city, and my family is all celebrating Christmas without me. He paused like he didn't consider that, then quickly got off the phone.
Damn.
He later sent me a selfie of them all together saying,
Oh my
Merry
God.
Christmas.
That's
No.
even
Wow.
Merry Christmas from Brother's State. Obviously, it's not going to say what state they're in.
I would drive there and beat his ass.
I would too.
That's so petty.
Now
I'd
I'm
send
inviting
him a
myself.
motherfucking
It's
ass
so
whooping in
petty.
the mail.
I would
Oh,
send a
so
selfie
petty.
in front of the house being like, come square up, bitch.
I didn't answer. Actually, I stopped answering at all. My dad and I usually talk 2 to 3 times per week to check in, but he's called me once and texted me twice, and I haven't answered since Christmas Eve, which was 7 days ago. And this, just for reference, this post was today. Anyways, I've also not been posting on my socials, and given that I'm not answering him or posting, and I'm all alone in a city far away, he really doesn't know if I'm alive or dead. He texted me yesterday saying, "Please tell me if you're okay," and I haven't responded. I know it's petty, but I'm really hurt that I wasn't even thought of for the family holiday. Even if I was invited, I probably wouldn't have gone just because I don't want to be around my mom. But being left out entirely really hurts, and having them rub my face in it with their selfie is even worse. I've been ignored by my family for my whole life, and I'm tired of trying. I don't know how to say this to my dad, and I don't want to talk to him until I know what to say. Am I the asshole by maintaining my silence?
No.
Dude, you know what I would do?
No.
You know what I would do?
What?
I would be so petty as to make a fake obituary and post it on Facebook, but make it to where
Oh
only
my
they
God.
can see it,
Jeez.
and then I wouldn't
That is-
include the parents.
That is pretty petty.
I wonder
That's
if
what I would
she's
do.
adopted. If she's secretly adopted.
Ooh.
Because there's been other stories like this where like a kid has been left out of like everybody's wedding, all of her siblings' wedding, and then like she grows up, has a wedding, and then the whole family is outraged that they didn't or that they weren't invited, and it comes out that she's adopted.
Ooh. I
Mm.
comment
Man.
on the post. Are you sure you're not adopted?
Exactly.
Oh, and I'll read this too. So there's a comment under below for the Am I the Asshole bot? And basically it says, OP has offered the following explanation for why they think they might be the asshole. 1, I'm not answering my dad, and I know he's starting to worry. He doesn't know if I'm safe or not. 2, I think my silence is justified because I'm too sad right now to be able to address this with my dad in a productive way. And I want to wait until I'm ready to talk before I reach out. On the other hand, it would be relatively easy for me to just let him know I'm alive, but I don't feel ready to do that, to do even that right now. Anyways, that's
Still doesn't make them the asshole, because if they truly gave a fuck about them, then they would have been invited to Christmas for the past 2 years. Or even talked to on
Yeah,
a normal basis.
I
Yeah.
don't think she owes him anything,
No.
if I'm being honest.
Block their ass.
Yeah, I don't think she'd be an asshole in this. I mean, tough
And it
situation
sucks.
altogether, but
It sucks that she's probably been conditioned to be the less desired child, because for her to still think she could potentially be the asshole just because she's not responding.
the only thing that I somewhat disagree with, and the reason I say somewhat is because I kind of understand where she's coming from, but one thing I kind of disagree with is like, at least tell your dad like, I'm alive, but I need time. Please, like, please stop trying to make contact with me or something, or just say like, I'll talk to you when I'm ready or something like that.
Well,
So,
don't they
like,
live in the same hometown? They just drive
Yeah,
over to the house.
Yeah, they live in the
If they
same
truly cared.
hometown, but they've been going to the brother's state.
Mm-mm.
But yeah, no, this definitely seems like an adopted situation, because like, why are they going to do all that for her brother? But it's like as if they don't care about her, even though that's apparently their daughter.
I mean, I
Exactly.
can kind of relate to this
Ooh.
because
Ooh.
my dad has always favored his other kids over me and my brother,
Mm-hmm.
and I mean, like this Christmas, I literally just saw a post from my sister that they were all hanging out, and they don't live too far from me.
It's always
So
been like that to you, though. It's always been.
yeah, but I mean, I'm just saying, like, I relate to this. I mean, it's like,
Oh, I'm sorry. The way I said it, it sounded like a completely different way that I didn't mean. I'm sorry. But it's not like, oh yeah, it's been another thing. No, like, I'm just, never mind.
Are you adopted, Jackson?
no.
No, he looks just like his damn daddy.
I was a joke, I know.
So, anyways, FDF, fuck that family.
Jonathan coming up with the abbreviations.
Right. Look at him. It's also like, I don't know. Like especially the siblings that have kids get the more attention because they want to be with their grandchildren more.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
That could be what it is too. Like maybe the daughter just doesn't have any any kids or anything like that. So like,
And that's still fucked.
Yeah,
Well,
that's
yeah,
still
that
fucked.
still
That's not.
doesn't.
well, no, I'm
Yeah,
just trying. I'm just trying to come up with some type of explanation to why they're acting like this. I'm not saying it's
That-
right,
It
but
does not justify that behavior.
I mean,
never
half
said
the
it
time
justified.
you don't really need an explanation.
Okay, so this is the last Christmas one. This is, am I the asshole for not letting my husband go out with his friend Christmas Day night?
No.
It's this
No.
is a post on the Am I the Asshole
Let's hear them out.
Reddit post, and the username is I barely know how Reddit works. It's can I have a song? I about said snog. Can I have a song? Okay. So this says, my husband used to go out with his high school friends Christmas Day night while they were in town. I will admit I've never liked this tradition. To me, Christmas Day is time to spend with family, not friends. Goodness.
Friends can be friends can be family, bro.
Friends
What?
can be family, guys.
Yeah.
Friends can be family.
My blood is boiling just reading this again because oh my god. It says the last few years this has not even happened. Almost everybody has families and or has moved on. Today, yes, Christmas Eve, my husband announced to me that he was making plans to go out with Michael, a high school friend of his, tomorrow night. Michael only comes into town for Christmas. I was pretty upset. We were spending Christmas Day with my family, and they had made some very thoughtful accommodations for us to enable us to spend time with them late into the evening despite us having young children. We had a tense conversation in which my husband said I had agreed to him doing this months ago. I had asked him how I could support his friendships, and he replied, support me seeing my friends when they're in town. He says this means Christmas Day night, and I should have known it meant Christmas Day night because he always sees them on Christmas Day night. I said he should have given me a few weeks' warning instead of springing it on me Christmas Eve. He said he does this every year, and I should have known. He also said I had not told him that our plans with my family went into the night, which is, I guess, I guess I had not been explicit, but I had told him they were moving the party to our house after the messy stuff, presents for dinner, so that we could play games with them while the kids were in bed, and I thought that was obvious enough. I suggested tomorrow night after 10, or our kids' nap time window tomorrow as other compromises, but my husband says this isn't the time we do this. Michael will spend that time with his family, and he's not willing to be out as he has an early flight. We spend time together on Christmas Day night. He's agreed not to go out with his friend, but we're kind of pissed with each other now. He said he feels like I'm breaking the promise I had made to him, and I'm not valuing his friendships. We're doing Christmas with his family today, and this whole thing has completely ruined the mood. We're finding little corners to fight in instead of actually enjoying the time with his family. And I don't really have anybody to talk about this with because everybody's enjoying Christmas, and I don't want to ruin their days either. So Reddit, am I the asshole? There's also updates. So this says, my husband came back to me and asked if we can offer his friend Michael between 3 and 5 tomorrow during our children's nap time. I have agreed to call my family up and ask them. And it says, my husband asked me to talk to my family to determine exactly what times were open so that he can make plans with Michael. But I'm unreasonable in not wanting to give him the evening. another an edit is what she's calling it. There's some other context I should have included. We had a Christmas planning meeting Saturday night to make sure everybody knew what was happening and nobody got an unpleasant surprise. Because that has very much happened before, my husband did not mention his desire to go out with Michael Christmas Day evening. He only mentioned it today. So, my husband and I have talked again. Apparently, when I said that my family wanted to do Christmas dinner at our house so that we could play games afterwards while the kids slept, my husband assumed I meant lunch, not supper. This is not the first time we've had a miscommunication about which meal dinner is. I still don't know why he didn't mention his desires to go out with his friend. He hasn't exactly apologized, but he has acknowledged that it is my expectation that he would mention something like that during a planning meeting.
Hang on, how long have these two been married?
It doesn't say.
So you mean to tell me they're fucking married and they haven't decided on whether they call dinner dinner or dinner supper? Because I know some people say dinner is like lunch and supper is dinner. I say
I
dinner is dinner.
I
And
say
lunch is
dinner is
lunch.
supper and supper is dinner at the same time.
I mean, like, yeah, I mean they're the same thing, but like,
There's breakfast,
Jesus.
lunch, dinner / supper.
Dinner, supper, supper.
Yeah, I just don't understand how there's. I just don't understand how there's a miscommunication there, personally. But sounds like excuses to me.
Excuses,
This says
And didn't she say that they had a meeting? Okay, so there was a meeting beforehand to establish the plans.
Mhm.
Why did he not mention that at the meeting?
It sounds like this was a last minute thing that happened.
Yeah, and he said that like, oh, we've been planning this for months.
Oh, that's right. He did say that.
Mm-hmm.
Sure, you have, buddy.
Well,
sure.
now I'm torn.
But the
Well,
thing
now I'm
is
torn.
if you've been planning this for months though, did you not stop to think, hey, this is Christmas. Maybe I should spend it with my family?
Well,
Or
it's been
maybe I should at least mention it to my family.
Yeah.
well since
Or
it's
didn't he
it's a
say they do it every year? Him and his friend do it every year.
yeah, it was a tradition, and they didn't get to do it the last year or the 2 years in a row, but it had been a tradition.
I don't know.
I don't know. Now I'm torn
I'm a little
because
torn too, because
you would never catch me telling Jackson that he couldn't spend time with his friends. I don't like Christmas Day, like Christmas evening. I don't give a fuck. I had you all Christmas Day. If you have younger kids, they go to bed. It said they're the dinner or like 10 o'clock. I mean, these kids have nap time, so they're young enough to where they go to bed early. So why does it matter that he goes out at 9
My thing is
with his
this,
friend?
and this is coming from someone who like just went through 8 different freaking Christmases.
Same.
Like, so many families do Christmas that's not even on Christmas Day. And if it's tradition and it's something he's already had planned with his friends or whatever, I personally think it's fine, because my thing is like, there's, I don't want to say there's nothing special about Christmas night, but Christmas Eve night is much more special than Christmas night. Like,
Right.
because Christmas morning is like
makes
whatever,
sense.
Christmas morning is what everybody wants, and Christmas Eve night is what everybody wants family to be around. But otherwise it's just like, hey, let's get together however we can around Christmas, because like I said, Christmas Eve night and Christmas morning is more for like your family, my opinion.
Right.
And the thing is wasn't what they were doing, so he was able to be there for the present opening. He just wasn't able to be there for the games after, right? Correct?
Yeah.
Right.
So then yeah, it's fine.
Exactly.
The games aren't for everybody. I
Like,
think
yes,
Christmas games are fun, sure, but if at the same time, I personally think she's the asshole.
like
I
I
don't
I
think he should keep.
understand the frustration of your husband knowing something for months and then coming up to you last minute and saying, "Hey, I'm doing this." But personally,
Yeah.
if I don't got to go do those plans, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
But
I'm
if go ahead, sorry.
no, I'm sorry. I was just gonna say I wouldn't be mad at the fact that he was going out. Like that wouldn't bother me. It was just the last minute thing, I think, for me. But I
But
mean, that
she's
still doesn't make up for the fact that she is being an asshole.
and she's talking about how this is basically her Christmas is ruined, yet she's making a Reddit post while at Christmas.
That
Yeah.
Make it make sense. You're literally writing this whole Reddit story out on Christmas Eve at your husband's family's house, not enjoying that Christmas because you're too worked up about this.
Do they get together any other time? Like, do the husband and his friend get together any other time? Does it say?
No. Yes, it says that like this one particular friend only comes to town on Christmas.
Okay, then fucking let him go see him.
Well, I mean, it's like it's been happening for years, so it's like
Yeah.
you
This
should
isn't
know
news to
that.
you.
Yeah, this isn't new to you. You should already have that in mind that like, hey, they do this every year.
So let me not
yeah.
plan to have my family come over for a game
You
night.
watch. Here, like summertime, you're gonna see a Reddit post on by that same user be like, "Am I the asshole for going on a vacation with my friends anyways, even though my husband didn't want me to?"
I should be able to do what I want, but he can't. Meh.
Man.
But no, yeah, if he was able to see the friends like almost any time, then or like spends time with them all the time, then that's completely different. It changes everything. But
Right.
only once a year and it's always right around Christmas. I mean, I don't see no issue personally.
But the moderators and commenters have all agreed this was literally labeled asshole. Kaya Jackson, which one?
Uh,
Well, mine is just a little bit. Well, it's not that long. There's just a couple updates to it.
mine's somewhat long. I would say you go first, Kaya.
Alrighty. The original post was deleted, so this was what I could, or what someone saved from it, I guess. So, this one is from the subreddit, or no, hold on just one second. Um, it was a today I fucked up post, and it is titled, I've branded myself as the biggest perv and I deserve it.
Oh.
Um, okay. So this happened an hour ago, and I'm still shaking in fear about how my life will now become, or what? Sorry, that was written a little weird. I'm still shaking in fear about how my life will now become from now on. There's two situations is in quotes, that leads to the conclusion of the fuck up. First situation. Asked sister-in-law to borrow her 360 pocket camera for a trip wife and I are soon vacationing to. Found out the memory card still has content. Her husband travels a lot, and she made a 1 hour POV style 360 porn video,
Oh,
assuming
Whoa.
sent to him a while back.
What the fuck?
I've had the hots for her for the past 8+ years. Before she got married, and there were several times sexual tension arose between the two of us. Living together for a year as strictly roommates, movies, dinners, getting drunk while watching movies, just the two of us, breakfasts, etc. A certain trust, or test in parentheses, was implemented and nothing ever happened between the two of us, as at the time I was dating my now wife, which was working at a distance. But damn it, at the time, if she had just touched my hand once back then, I think I would have lived a whole different life. So finding this video, I thought I struck gold. What I've all oh, I could have done what I've always fantasized about, uh, in air quotes, gifting my past self while living a happy current life. Second accident. I have an automated house that lights up the house, or what? I have an automated house that lights up the house with geolocation. Okay. Before the app worked with Apple HomeKit, a third-party app needed to be downloaded which tracks your family and friends. Free version only allows you to add one person, so my wife. Last run that back, Turbo. Last night she fell asleep. Last night she fell asleep without charging her phone. I hate when she does that. Today she goes to work with barely any battery. If she needs to call the police or hospital for what if she needs to call the Jesus Christ. What if she needs to call the hospital or the police for an emergency? I have the day off today. Today was the only day I would do the deed. Um, I don't only go with the simple 360 video, but literally set it up on my VR headset in bed with AirPods on, the whole experience. This would have lasted me tops 5 minutes.
Oh my god.
But the quote, foreplay she does is long and boring. Then the action starts and I go on. Wife's phone didn't give a notification as she arrived because of her now dead phone. She comes to the bedroom to see me. Masturbating is spelled wrong. To see me masturbating in bed with VR goggles on. She knows that word again, occasionally, but she never saw me do it. I sneak in here and there, or I sneak it in here and there. VR porn was never discussed as in, is it cheating kind of thing. It was the type of convo we'd have at the very start of our relationship when we were still friends 10 years ago to see how far one could take it. Anyways, VR wasn't a thing back then, and VR wasn't a thing back then, so it was never discussed. But I never knew if it was right or wrong for me to do so. I guess it was, quote, wrong since she rushed in and ripped the goggles off of my face. That's when I see her in the room. What the fuck, she says. Then she looks inside. Is that my sister? So I'm
Oh,
fucked.
My God.
Holy shit!
She still had her shoes on from arriving, so she just grabbed her bag with the VR headset and left the house. Seeing from the tracking app, she's at her parents' house, which are neighbors of the sister in law. I'm fucked.
yeah,
Oh,
you're
fuck.
Oh, womp womp.
You could
So,
have whacked off your meat to any other girl on VR, and it's got to be your sister-in-law.
yeah, he's the asshole.
Oh my God.
You don't
so
do that. You just don't.
no. So the next update. So basically, after feeling a bit better by quote, he uses quotes in this a lot. Um, After feeling a quote bit better by quote telling someone and having a bit of weight off my shoulders, I was pacing around the apartment while trying to give her calls after calls, but it kept saying her phone was busy. This went on for 45 minutes or forever, couldn't focus on the time. All of a sudden, the sister in law calls. I ignored.
Oh,
I was way
oh
too
no.
scared to face this. She called 5 times in a row while I was watching it ringing. Then she gave up. Then just texting saying, "Call me." I left the apartment and decided to go watch a movie at a movie theater.
What the
What?
fuck?
What?
I needed a distraction, which didn't help as I didn't focus once on Detective Pikachu. I received a call from my
Oh
Not
wife during
Detective
the
no.
movie.
Pikachu.
Ew.
That's a crazy combo.
That's what
but
makes him weird. I'm just kidding.
but I ignored it. Um, she knows I have an Apple Watch and I receive all notifications, so she knows I'm ignoring her. She only called once, sister in law 3 more times during the movie. I left the theater and decided to go back home. On the drive back, I received a notification that she arrived home. Now I was petrified. But my out of what? My out of body experience just told me, fuck it, suck it up, just get it over with. I arrived home, was getting ready for the shitstorm about to happen. The out of body experience came back really quickly to reality as I got to the door and then had that fear back again. I know she got the notification I was back. I get in the house, and both wife and sister in law are in the living room on the couch. I didn't say anything. I wanted one of them to speak first. What if I said sorry, but there was nothing to be, quote, sorry about? At this point, I was trying to gauge the mood. I'm not for confrontation or leading conversations. I'm very introverted, but I know I should be the first to say, quote, sorry, but didn't know how. Wife then says, I spoke to sister in law about what happened. She knows. Fucked up in the head of me, out of reflex, says, knows what? She says, don't lie, the video. I was red. What? Oh, I was red flushed, I'm sure. My heart was beating so fast. Then wife said she has deleted the video. This is when I apologized to both of them. So very, very much. Almost crying. I saw all the Reddit comments about divorce and all, and I was really upset at myself, but deserved it. But not, but yes, but no. Then sister-in-law speaks. She says, you do understand this video wasn't for you. Then she goes on for 10 minutes to tell me what I already know. I was wrong. I kept nodding. But then this drama comes out that fucked with me. She said that it wasn't for her husband either. He's been
Oh.
constantly traveling to Bulgaria voluntarily at any chance he could for work, but also through the years he's been having an affair with a colleague which works at that branch. She knew for a while and let it slide because he was still providing for sister-in-law, but the providing became less and less. Wife knew too about this as she and her sister are so close, but the info was kept within the family to avoid dishonor. This is a big Eastern mentality to have. And it's not the first time family info was kept secret from me, but now they told me because of the circumstance. I was told not to apologize or speak to her husband as he does not know about this video. So now they're more worried about keeping this video a secret than him even, quote, cheating in the first place.
Bro. I mean, what the fuck?
How did you even
Kinda
get
hot.
this footage? Like, did it say how he got the footage?
It was on the SD card that
Yeah,
in the camera.
she left the SD card in the 360
Oh,
camera
yeah,
whenever she gave it to him,
Oh shit, dude.
which is wild. I figured that would be a first thing to check before you give somebody else your camera.
Exactly.
yeah. Okay, so there's just a little bit more left. Um, sister-in-law is seeing someone else. Her husband and her both live as roommates for now. The divorce word can never go out, but she's found someone long distance and the video was for him. The reasons for all the calls was to not mention anything to her husband. Sister-in-law feared that if I did, then this video would have been proof held during divorce process as if she was at fault. It was a very emotional afternoon. I felt like throwing up many times. The focus was more on sister-in-law and her wife though. Wait, her life, not her wife, sorry.
I say, ooh,
Um
she swapped sides.
switching sides. Um and her shame for having kept her relationship going as long as it has. The guy is barely leaving any money on the side for her anymore, so she's been sleeping more and more at her parents' house. Me obtaining the video didn't come up more than once. I don't know if it was because it was too embarrassing for everyone or what, but it will come up another day for sure. Maybe after everyone has relaxed and tears dried. I'll have an honest conversation with my wife about my wrongdoings and also include if VR porn is fine or not. For tonight, my wife invited sister in law to stay and sleep over. We got some food and drank a few bottles of wine to make us forget a bit, although it felt awkward as fuck. Sister in law seemed to be feeling better. She was smiling and laughing and slapping my shoulder or kicking me under the table every time I made a joke. She seemed more open with me now. Um, I was one of the people to know her secret. She could trust and talk to if she needs to. We will all three sleep in sleeping bags in the living room, like camping, to keep her company during this tough time for her. Wife seemed okay for now, too. Okay, there's one more update.
Update.
This
Update.
update is actually from the wife.
Oh,
Oh shit.
ooh, fuck.
So, this
What?
is
She's gonna. That's the only thing she has a problem with is he posted it on Reddit.
I know,
Or
right, Wad?
or he's made up everything, and now she's bringing the truth out.
Oh shit.
Let's find out.
That happens on Reddit.
A lot.
This is his now ex-wife. Did he not realize or was too dumb to remember we share everything, including the same Reddit app? I logged on to see this throwaway as the default login account. I've removed all this personal story for my family's protection and changed this account's password, although it might be too late and already circulated online. I took a look through the comments and was seriously disgusted by most of the responses suggested to sexually approach both of us last night. You called it.
Oh god.
Abby.
You dirty dog.
I'm just saying he could. I mean, the way they were acting, I feel like he could have tried.
Which my sister did mention he tried something in the middle of the night. This guy is
No!
incredibly living in
My
another world.
God.
I'm only posting this to reassure everyone thinking he got away with it, that these types of scumbags do not. I came home yesterday with my sister to pack my shit. I saw his update saying I seemed alright, but I was keeping it in for the next morning. Reason we slept in the living room is because I didn't want him to see my bags in the corner of the bedroom. He came home suddenly before I finished packing. It wasn't, quote, fun camping or a picnic. This morning, before he woke up, we grabbed the rest of my stuff and left. I went to the bank and froze our joint account before he irresponsibly starts taking cash out. I'm not seeing him anymore, going to lawyer up, give away all this Reddit gold to the comments that I feel were actually reasonable, and divorce his ass. Oh, and if you can read this, I've deleted the tracking app. My lawyer will call you to unfreeze your share and take the steps to unlink me from any other tracking apps you might have on me. And that is the end.
Mic drop. Boom, baby.
I
Woo!
was about to say, ain't no way she didn't have any kind of
Yeah.
like.
Issue.
So wait, so was the story about the sister cheating, was that fake?
Uh, as
No, I
far
don't
as I
think
know,
it
that part
was.
was real.
I think it was all real, but he was like,
Delulu.
I guess you would say,
Yeah.
undermining the situation. Whatever, however you say it. Like he was not thinking it was more
I'm glad he
serious
got
than it
away with
was.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
I
insane.
love when men think they get away with something and then boom. It's right in their face.
One thing that
God.
is confusing is how she said they share the same Reddit app.
I guess like they have the same login. So that
Yeah,
he
or
can
unless they use like the same desktop or something.
Well, I
And
think
I want to
it's
be an app.
definitely on the phone. It's got to be on the phone because he was giving updates about Detective Pikachu. I just
Going
know
to
what
a
this
movie
man looks
theater in
like.
the middle of an argument like that is wild.
I know. Like, what? You could have done anything else to get away from the house, but
I'm gonna
hmm.
go see a movie and get my mind off of
I
this.
jacked off to my
That is crazy
sister-in-law.
going to watch damn Detective Pikachu after
Like,
that.
what the fuck? Like, you could have gone out and like gotten something to eat, or anything but that. Oh my god, dude, that was a roller coaster.
I'm glad I could find it again because, like I said, the original post got deleted after the wife updated.
Damn.
So is he the asshole?
Yeah.
Duh.
Yeah.
I don't know, Jonathan.
I
Is he?
don't know.
That should have been reposted to Am I
I'm
the
sure.
Devil?
Yeah.
I don't know. That's some
I
crazy
100%
shit.
agree.
That was good on her for giving away all the Reddit gold, though. instead of letting it go to waste.
What is Reddit gold?
Mm.
Is it
I
money?
think she was meaning. I think she was meaning like it was like how popular the story was.
No, I think Reddit, like you actually have Reddit like gold, and you can give it to people and shit. I don't know how you get it, but
Yeah, you do have it's a contributor program.
Homie was gonna try to make money off of that.
Yeah, I guess so.
He has no shame. That's just the shit you just don't put on the internet. Like, did you really
Some things you
think?
just don't put on the internet.
Did you
I-
really think anybody was gonna be on your side for that?
well, I think you were right as far as him being like delusional. I don't know who said it, but he definitely seems like he thought he was okay, and that's why he posted this in the first place.
Yeah.
He just wants to get a little bit more confirmation. But I mean, Reddit's filled with like I know there's a lot of women on Reddit, but Reddit's also filled with a lot of men that are just sexually inactive. Maybe I shouldn't say that. I don't know.
Or like people post on Reddit like they're definitely the asshole, but they're just trying to find like one person that would be on their side
Or they
to make themselves
downplay
feel
it.
better.
Yeah, they downplay it to give somebody the the idea that they haven't done anything wrong.
They need to get the validation so they can make themselves feel better.
Yeah, whether they're the asshole or not.
Yeah. As long as there's another person that's like, nah, bro, I
Like the
get you.
equivalent. It's the equivalent of people recording themselves giving to the homeless. It's like,
Right.
that's a good deed, and you recording it and posting it makes it completely the opposite. You're exploiting these people.
Ow, this little motherfucker.
All
Call
right,
that
y'all ready for
goober.
mine?
Look,
Definitely.
I'm gonna call him
Yeah,
Goober.
let's hear it.
All right, so mine was originally posted on Donor Conceived,
God damn.
and it.
Sound like you were deep throating the mic there for 2 seconds, Gabo.
Sorry,
What is donor conceived?
it's like people who like their parents were sperm donors,
Oh,
or I think they were they're. I don't know. But the crazy thing is that the OP's name on here is accidentally related. That's their name. The title is I just took a DNA test. Turns out I'm 23% related to my husband.
bro.
Holy shit.
So
I'm gonna stay quiet.
Why are
You
you
got this
gonna
from-
stay quiet, Taylor?
Because he took this from fucking Smosh episode we watched a couple days ago.
because it is a good it's a crazy
You cheater? You
It's a good
fucking
story.
cheater?
He's been watching Smosh Reddit stories and he's like, I'm just gonna like find something off of one of these videos.
because I just chose this one because this is the craziest one.
It's a really
already
good
been
story.
on
I'm gonna
YouTube,
be
you
real.
cheater.
I have been finding some of my posts off of YouTube.
You guys
I'm not the
fucking
only
cheat.
one.
Actually, I'm not even gonna lie. The next episode, the one that I'm bringing up is I did find from TikTok, but it's fucking wild.
Ooh.
All right.
Go ahead, cheater. I'm just kidding.
Says, hey everyone. I've known my whole life that I'm donor conceived. I grew up in North South Wales, and my parents were open about it, so it was never some big secret. I didn't think much about it beyond that, though, until a couple years ago when my husband and I decided to take an ancestry DNA test. We thought it'd be fun. Maybe I'd find some half siblings and he'd learn a bit more about his side of the family. Well, we got the results and I matched with him, my husband, as a half sibling. At first, I thought I had to be some kind of mistake, or maybe I misunderstood something. But no, after looking into it, we realized his dad, was also a donor, and no one ever told him. Now, here we are, married for years with 2 kids, and we're still trying to figure out how to process the fact that we're siblings.
Can you imagine the same day you find out your dad's not your dad, you also find out your wife's your sister? Poor dude.
Says, I don't even know how to explain how I feel. It's just overwhelming. I love him, of course, but this changes so much. We've already spoken to a genetic counselor and we're trying to move forward, but it's like everything we thought we knew about our family has been flipped upside down. I just feel kind of lost. Has anyone else here gone through something like this? I'd really appreciate hearing from anyone who has dealt with something similar or even just thoughts. Edit. This blew up much bigger than I intended. I'm going to speak to my husband about family therapy again and sit on this information. We have no interest in going public at this point. We got some comments here. I think you need some family counseling first between you and your husband, and then later down the road when you inevitably tell your children. I'm not sure if you were able to take leave from work, but it would be good. It'd be a good idea to look into that because this is absolutely something you need to process without work distraction. OP says, I'm in therapy myself, but unfortunately my husband is not open to that right now. He's in a big denial phase and does not wish to talk about it. We got another comment here. I'm so sorry. This was bound to happen somewhere in the world at some point, given the certain unregulated fertility industry that puts profits above the rights and interest of the donor conceived children. If you were up to it and think it would help, I have a few pieces of media to recommend. The Man with 1,000 Kids, a documentary on Netflix. Laura High, a content creator and advocate for DCP on TikTok or Instagram. Multiple books have helped me, such as Inheritance by Danny Shapiro, Uprooted and the Lost Family. And it just they keep listing different people. Talking to someone is important though. You will be okay. Your kids will be okay. It's super weird and icky that this happened, but it's not your fault. OP said.
I think we're away from the story at this point.
Huh?
Well, you're just reading comments now, right?
Yeah,
This
but
is
you
the
can
two-
read comments, you idiot.
This is the 2 relevant comments.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, my bad.
OP, I've actually seen most of that media and read a couple books from Australian DCP. I'm lucky to have been told earlier that I was a donor conceived. It was a huge factor in my life until now.
I thought that if you knew you were adopted, you had to get, or this is also not in America.
So
It's like
there is
some
an
states
update.
some states require you to get a DNA test before you're able to get married. States are pretty obvious. But go on with your update.
She said, the OP says, thank you so much for all your response and support and advice. I've taken some time to process and I wanted to provide an update on where we're at. First, I have been in individual therapy and working through everything. It's been incredibly helpful to have a space to just unravel my thoughts. My husband has told me that he's open to couples therapy, which is a big step for us, and I'm hopeful it will help us navigate this together. To confirm some things, yes, my father-in-law is the donor, which makes him not only my husband's father, but also mine.
Oh, wait. What?
Yeah.
You cut out for
Yeah,
me.
you cut
What'd
out
you
for
say?
me too.
Okay, I'll just go back. To confirm some things, Yes, my father-in-law is the donor, which makes him not only my husband's father, but also mine. It was a lot to take in. We're both really angry that my husband's dad never told him the truth, and at the moment, neither of us are talking to him. It's just too much. We've also discovered about 40 other siblings so far, all of
Damn.
whom live nearby. That was another layer of this experience we weren't prepared for. We haven't met them all yet, but knowing they're out there brings its own set of challenges and questions. As for our marriage, no, we're not divorcing. We love each other and are committed to working through this, but we haven't told our children yet. We plan to get professional advice before we do. This isn't something we want to rush into without understanding the best way to approach this. I know many of you are part of the donor conceived community, and I just want to say that while I am very aware and involved in spaces like we are donor conceived, and I follow creators like the ones listed before. I'm not interested in speaking to anyone publicly about our situation. I'm really proud of the people like Victoria Hill for going public, but that's not what's best for our family right now. So yeah.
That I don't even know what I'd do in that situation.
That's
I was
fucking
gonna say, what do
insane.
you how do you
Suicide
cope?
pact.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Well, like, so that's wild.
I didn't know that. I just assumed that it was also the same situation where he was like his mom got the sperm. I didn't know his actual dad
Yeah,
donated and what are the odds?
40
This is like
other
a
children is wild.
this is like a
Well,
lightning strike. I mean, if you think about it like that.
not only do you both share the same dad, but coincidentally, your dad is your father-in-law. The coincidence is crazy.
The coinky dink.
I'd like to know
What
how they met.
Yeah, that's my thing. How did they meet? Like, that's like so bizarre.
Mm.
Well, you also got to think that it's I think whenever you donate sperm, I think you sign a thing to where if you want to release the information to the children that are born from your sperm, or if you want to just stay anonymous. I think that's how that works.
Well, I feel like you should always release it because, I mean, to prevent this shit happening, like incest.
If you think about it, they have 40 other siblings in the area. So, I mean, you just have to move at that point. Because then your children's going to grow up. They're going to go on dates. They're just going to have to. They're just going to have to DNA everybody.
What
Well, see,
state is
Loki,
this in?
I feel like that's also the like the the sperm, like, I guess, donation place or whatever the fuck it's called. Like, I feel like that's on them. Like, why would you take, just only release it in that one city? Because clearly he brought in plenty of samples and they just only did it in that one fucking city, obviously.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Crickets, and that was crazy.
It's wild that the children didn't have any effects from that.
Yeah.
For real.
Right.
It's time for bed.
It's
time
Oh.
for bed.
Not the Alexa going off.
Tyler, you need to go to bed.
Yep.
Time to go to bed.
Damn mom over here.
Alright, that concludes this episode of Unpopular. If you enjoyed, please leave a like and be sure to subscribe for future content from us. Also, follow us on our socials for bonus content and teasers. If you feel up to it, tell us about your crazy family story in the comments, and we may feature it in the next Reddit drama episode. And be sure to stick around for the blooper reel. There is one this episode. See you next time, besties. Go fuck yourself, Jackson.
No problem.
This
You
was
all
fun.
sucked. I hope none of you come back again.
Well, fuck you then.
That's rude.
I can't wait to see y'all next weekend. Oh gosh. Well, this was fun. For real.
Well, I've got a raging headache that is turning into a migraine. So I am not staying too long after this.
Oh my god.
Thanks, bitch.
Hey everyone, I've known. Damn, I'm already fucking up. Holy shit!
Poor Abby.
Bruh.
It's okay.
You leave all his uhs and ums in there.
I've known my
Yeah,
whole
fuck this
life.
guy.
Hold on, so how do you even make a fucking 360 porno video, first of all?
That's
That's a good
Jackson, go ahead
question.
and tell them your knowledge.
Whoa.
damn.
No, he's never done it. I'm just picking on him.
Second of all,
A
how did
360 camera is wild though.
Then sister-in-law. Oh my god, my cat just jumped on my chest. Okay.
Yo, can we take a pee break? I gotta pee.
Alright.
Go pee pee
Break.
potty.
Quick
Pee pee
intermission.
potty.
Pee pee potty time.
Oh shit.
Do y'all think it's crazy that fridge has the letter D in it, but refrigerator doesn't?
Yeah. That is crazy.
That makes no sense.
That makes complete sense. What do you mean?
I've lost sleep thinking about it.
Have you really?
No.
Tyler?
He's lost sleep because he's sitting in front of his fridge and be like, why is there no D in the refrigerator? Kaya just like waltzes into the kitchen. Tyler's getting crisscross applesauce in front of the fridge. The only thing on is
Sweetie,
the
come to
oven light.
bed. Late.
I can't sleep thinking about that.
I don't know why there's no D. Please come to bed.
You haven't slept in 2 days.
You're scaring the kids.
Oh my god. Hey Abby, I know you're editing. Penis.
Ah,
Run that back, Turbo.
That is a threat.
I'll come over there and I'll kick your ass.
I was waiting for Abby to get real close to the mic and be like, keep your mouth shut.
But yeah.
Regardless, FDK. Fuck that kid.
I don't
Yeah.
know about that, buddy.
Damn,
Well, not in that sense, bro.
the damn
That's
kid
gonna be
can't take
as- You know
take
what?
no
just,
for an
just,
answer.
Just edit that whole part out.
I don't know, but that may go in the bloopers.
Cut
No.
that. Cut that.
Run that back, Turbo.
Yeah, run that back,
Turbo.
Boom. Okay.
I like it.
Okay.
I like it.
I see the vision.
now, now one of us has to fucking read.
Well, don't make me go first, all right?
You
You
got
know
it.
I'm not good at reading.
Jackson's gonna have to be last because of his fucking reading abilities.
Yo, this mic smells like how a Radio Shack feels.
Radio Shack.
Have you even ever been in one?
Have you, Jackson? Because I have, bitch.
I have too. Abby.
What about you?
Okay, I guess I'll start.
Bitch, I just said I would go.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
Oh?
Bitch.
Hi, I'm Abby. Oh shit, goddamn.
It's okay. You're sick. It's fine.
Hi, I'm Abby, and this is my husband.
Hi, I'm Jonathan.
Oh god, this is a dumpster fire. He's right.
Oh, so it's okay if Jonathan says it with no emotions, but it's a problem if I do it.
Do you want us to do it? Because we can, Jackson. Give me a second.
We can't be serious on
Abby, you
this.
okay over there?
It was good.
Yeah, it was good.
It was good, but
It was good.
Abby's-
I'm so sorry.
Abby's dying over here.
Just laughing at Jackson.
I'm so sorry. It was good. I'm not laughing at you. Okay. Okay.
Who's going second?
What?
Holy shit!
Take
Let's...
We'll take it. We'll take it.
I don't understand.
You just talk normal. You don't have to sound like a
Okay.
fucking.
Okay.
Just go with the first one, okay?
We're keeping the second one.
We'll just.
I'm Jackson.
I am Jackson.
We'll pick one. It's fun.
Okay, somebody next. My name is Taylor, and this is my husband.
Hi, I'm Jackson.
Next.
Didn't know who was gonna go next.
Hi, I'm Jackson.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Hey guys, it's Jackson.
Doodle-doo.
Holy shit. Wait,
Oh my god.
Get no fucking emotion. Hi, I'm Jackson.
I
Hi,
just
I'm Abby, and this is my husband. Hey, I'm Jonathan. There you go. There's Abby's part.
What do you want me to do? Hi, I'm Jackson.
Jackson,
God damn it,
that's your
Jackson,
fucking
go.
job,
Shit,
dude.
I forgot.
Poor
How
Abby.
bad? I'm telling you, you need to introduce us after.
No! We're doing it
We
this
they have
fucking
to-
way!
They have to know who's associated with who. And then
This is gonna be such a fucking.
what?
Run it back, Quavo.
What are you saying,
Run that back,
JoJo?
Turbo.
This is gonna be dumpster fire.
No, it's not.
You have two motherfuckers with ADHD who can't keep their fucking mouth shut.
Yeah, it's content.
Well, I'm gonna be quiet the entire time.
You spiteful bitch.
All right, I'll shut up. I'm sorry.
Oh my god, here we go.
Yeah, here we go again.
I'm sorry.
What if the husbands just take over one episode?
Imagine.
Yeah, imagine. Bullshit.
Why am I so nervous with the guys here?
Do we need to leave and then come back?
No.
Here, I'll.
Damn,
didn't even
he's
get it.
fucking- He just left.
You didn't even give time for her to answer.
Oh, we already did it, JoJo, so we're good.
All right, cool deal.
Welcome back.
Wait,
to
I
the
thought you already did it.
God damn it, Jonathan!
I said I had
Oh,
to. I'll
God.
shut up.
Maybe
no,
me and
shut up.
Jonathan needs to leave.
Maybe you
No,
need
I'll
to
shut
mute
up.
yourself.
I'll shut up.
Oh yeah, who's doing the intro?
I don't fucking know.
What's
Kaya,
up?
do you want to do the intro?
What's up, people?
No, that's not how
This
their
isn't
intro
Fanboy
goes.
Vader's YouTube channel.
Hey, what's up, guys? We're back with another Fortnite video.
How long has it been?
We're back
since you
with some
posted-
non-related damn content.
Okay, so who's gonna go first?
Yeah, we're guests. So you introduce the guest after y'all have done the intro.
No, like what she was saying was like it would be her name and then your name Jackson and then Kaya and then Tyler's name and then my name and then Jackson or Jonathan's name.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah, sounds good.
Sounds good. sir, yes, sir.
Even Abby's starting to do the Jax Jonathan thing.
It fucks me up because it's 2 different J names, and it's like, what the fuck?
Exactly.
She really likes Jax Jonathan.
It originated from Tyler's mom because she did that with Tyler a lot. That's crazy.
Dude,
We have plenty of differences.
I literally mistook Brian for Jonathan one time. Like, he was standing with his back facing me, and like in my brain I was like, hey, it's Jonathan. I was like, oh no, fuck me, Jesus Christ.
It's a good thing you didn't go up to him and was like, "Hey, baby."
I don't do that in the first place, so I'm glad I don't.
Put your finger in the butt.
Oh
Oh
my
my
god.
Hey, handsome.
Hey, how you Darren?
Go up to him, put your hands over his eyes behind him, and be like, "Guess who?"
I can't even reach his fucking eyes.
I was about to say Abby can't even reach it.
Oh